till the League Cup final. And since I have both of you here, we do have to talk about that. Manchester United against Newcastle United. It's hard to say who's the favourite, Darren.
It is hard to say. I mean, you've got to put Manchester United as favourite. They've won a lot of trophies in the past. Newcastle not for a long, long time, but we both know what it's like to play up there. The atmosphere will be incredible from the Newcastle supporters. And I'm telling you, they take 17th in the league and win this tournament, when they win this trophy. They're that desperate for it. And I think maybe that might give Newcastle the edge.
More than Champions League spots, you think?
I think so. For me as a player, I'd rather win a trophy. Champions League will come for Newcastle. We know that they're ahead of where they should be at the moment, so they will get Champions League. Maybe they'll get both. Maybe they'll win the trophy and get Champions League. It's looking like that's the case, but Newcastle, they're desperate for a trophy, aren't they?
Yeah. Like I said, we've obviously both played up there, and you know the fans are so passionate. It's unbelievable that you said they're desperate for a trophy, and the 90 minutes maybe plus injury time to get in that trophy finally. And listen, everything's going right for them. The players look together. The bond is amazing. So it's going to be a very interesting game. Obviously, I'm a United fan. I've got ties to Newcastle, but it is going to be very close. But I think United will just like favourites.
It'll be an amazing game.
Yeah, it will.
The atmosphere from both sets of supporters. I tell you now, there isn't enough seats in
tickets
Wembley to fill out, especially the Newcastle supporters.
I mean, from a United perspective then, I mean, would they be looking at a trophy more than Champions League spots? Because Champions Leagues have always been incredibly important for United. They haven't won a trophy in, what, 5-6 years?
I think from a club's point of view, I think Champions League and the money and the revenue that will bring and the calibre of player that Ten Hag will want to probably bring in next season. But for a lot of the players that are here at Man United over many years, they've not won anything. And like, as Darren said, winning a trophy, you know, there's no better feeling. So it depends what camp you're in. But them players will be going into that game thinking, listen, it's a final at Wembley and I want that trophy.
I think Manchester United players and the club will want Champions League. Yeah. I honestly do. I think they'd give up the trophy for Champions League football. Of course, they'd want both, as both clubs would, but Champions League football needs to be at Old Trafford. Manchester United need it more than Newcastle, in my opinion, at the moment. Newcastle are ahead of schedule where they're going to be. They're going to get Champions League. We know that with the finances they have behind, they're going to get Champions Leagues. But Manchester United need it, I think. But
wouldn't it be quite disappointing? Look, the initial goalpost for Manchester United this season was to get Champions League, maybe a trophy as a bit of an add-on. But the form that they are displaying at the moment, not having a trophy would seem like a disappointment.
Listen, if the position Man United have found themselves in now, if they don't get Champions League football, it'll be a very, very disappointing season. Yes, they're still in all the other competitions.
Even if they win the trophy, but no Champions League, you think that's...
I think that's disappointing. Yeah, look, listen, they might still win the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. But I think they have to, especially the position now, they have to finish in the Champions League places.
The good thing for them is they're in every tournament still. They've got a chance of it all. They could finish in the Champions League. They're still in a slight title challenge, let's be honest. Things could happen at the top, City and Arsenal. We've seen Arsenal drop points today. They're still creeping up. They're probably in one of the best forms in the league at the moment. They're in every tournament, and that's only a positive for Ten Hag.
And let's not mention, they could possibly finish outside the top four and win 3 trophies. Because if you win the Europa League, you win the Champions League. So they could win 3 trophies.
They'd take that.
And be in the Champions League. So, you know, the fact that they're in all the competition and this position is amazing, and it's credit to Ten Hag.